Hello everyone. Today I'm going to do just a short total body strength workout. So whether you've been working out with weights for a long time or you've never used weights, you can just do this without the weights, get used to the movements. And if you do want to add some heavier weights, go ahead and add that in. It is going to be a short session. We'll start with a quick warm up. If you need a longer warm up, you can certainly do that. Then we're going to go into some upper body, a lower body, and then we'll put them together for a compound move, which is a great way to get the heart rate up. There's no jumping here, and it'll really get the body going, and you're going to be feeling great and stronger. As we get older, it is so important, especially for women, that we do incorporate strength training. Every year, every decade, we lose muscle mass as we get older from probably beyond the year of 30 and up. So it's important to replace that muscle every year, so every decade. So if you haven't done it, no fear, you can start today. We've all started somewhere. But if you've been doing this regularly, great. That means you're replacing the muscle and it's going to fuel your metabolism, okay? So there's so many good benefits. You just feel stronger. It's good for your joints to have a little muscle in there. It's great for bone density. It just makes you feel better, stronger, and it not only just helps your physical body, but it helps your mental state. You just feel more confident. You feel better in your clothes and stronger throughout your day. And whatever that means, whether it's picking up a child off the floor or hauling your groceries or getting in and out of the car. So let's get started. If you have a fitness tracker, feel free to put it on. I'm going to put mine on functional strength training. And then we're going to get started. Notice I do not have any music playing. If you would like to play some music, you can crank up your own tunes, but sometimes I get copyright issues on YouTube, so I just don't want to have that to be a worry. So you can crank up your own. If you're just starting out, maybe you don't even want music. Maybe you just want to really focus. So a couple of minutes just to get warm. Take a nice big deep breath and exhale. Again, just nice big flow through the body. Just taking some inventory here. Good, last one. And bring it down. Some nice big shoulder rolls. Just bringing those shoulders up, back and down, nice and big. If this is too fast, go slower. That's fine too. All right, we're going to go the other way. Good. Just get that body moving. Good. And then we're just going to make some big arm circles right and left. So we're just going to tap, get that whole body moving and nice and warm. Good. You can make the arms smaller. Do whatever feels good for you. Nice and light through the feet here. Good. 4, 3, 2, and we're going to squat down and up. So squat down and up. This is typically the way I get my workouts in. Nice functional warm up, lots of mobility. But for today's purposes, we're not going to be doing a full warm up because we won't be doing cardio. We won't be jumping or anything like that. But again, if you need more of a warm up, you're going to definitely do that. So we will see squats today. So your hips go back. You don't have to make it deep, but you can make it as big as you want for the warm up. Couple more. Last one. Hands on your hips. We're going to do a good morning, going down for 2 and up. Notice I'm hinging at the hip, staying soft in my knees, and I'm just kind of tipping forward, coming right back up. To make this a little bit harder, you're going to take your hands right on top of your ears, and then we're going to add a squat. So we're going to do 1 squat and 1 good morning. Now, if you want to vary this even further, you can add a toe tap, and then a squat, and then a toe tap. So maybe you take your arms out for the squat, whatever one works for you. Getting that mobility through the body. Couple more. And last one. Good. All right. Let's warm up that low back a little bit more with some pelvic tilts. So we're just going to tilt and release. Tilt and release. We're going to add the arms. We're going to go out forward and back. So I'll show you from the side. We're just rounding. You can bring a little bit more of the upper back into it. And this is more of like a cat and cow now. You can really go nice and big here. Tilting that pelvis. Good. A couple more. And last one. Good. All right, we're going to get some hips going here. We're just going to do some circles. If that circle is too much, just maybe lift those knees up, getting those hips going. So it's going to be a good way to wake everything up. Good. Just opening up. If you need a chair here for balance, you can have your hands on a chair, a dresser, a wall, what have you. Good. Let's do a couple more here. And take a nice big deep breath up. And exhale. Get a quick sip of water. I'm going to take one because I've been talking all morning. Okay. So I have today, for instance, I have 10s and 8s. I may go 12s, but I really just want to move through the exercises quickly. We're not going to spend too much time on each one, but we'll at least spend about 30 seconds on each. So I'm going to just use my 10s for the first one. All right. And it is going to be a squat. So we're going to go lower body first, then we'll do an upper body, and then we'll put them together. So you're just going to squat down and up. Good. Stay with that squat. Again, if you are just doing this for the first time, maybe you just hold on to your hands in front or just arms at your side just to get used to the movement. Maybe you hold one weight at your chest. So we're just going to really move quickly here, but not too quick. But again, you can stack this on to a walk. If you're outside doing a walk or a cardio day, this is going to be great for the whole body. Couple more. And last one. We're going to do a shoulder press. So you might want to get lighter weights here. I'm going to just keep the palms facing each other. And we're going to go up and down. Okay? Up and down. Hope you can see I'm going up to straight elbows. I'm not locking my elbows. And you really want to keep that pelvic tilt here. So again, if this is too much, maybe go one arm at a time. Tilt that pelvis. Good. Using those shoulders. Good. A few more here. Come on. And last one. We're going to really hit everything today. Good. And bring it down. We're going to put those together. So we're going to squat with straight arms. Bring the arms up. Press it up. And we're going to keep going like that. So bringing it down. You're getting a little bicep bonus here. So we're going to keep this going. So this is a great one. Now, if you want to repeat these, you can make it a longer workout. But I'm just giving you a little sampling. And this is great for beginners because you're not spending too much time, but you're getting familiar with the muscle. So we've got shoulders, we've got biceps, legs and core. Good. You can also come up with one arm and then the other, and then take it down. But you're not swinging here. So you want to be careful. You're kind of releasing slow, curling. Good. Couple more. Getting those shoulders. And last one. Nice. All right, recover. Good. So we're moving quickly on. We're going to be doing a curtsy with just your arms at your sides. So this is a curtsy squat. It's great for the legs, and you're going to keep your hips facing me. So I'm going to switch to my lighter weights for this one. All right, so we're going to step back and then to the other side. So the front heel is down, the back heel is up. So this is called a curtsy squat. It's a variation of a squat. And you want to make sure you keep your chest up. Again, maybe you try this without weights, and you're pushing into that heel. Again, I'm going through just the basics today of a lot of these movements that you'll see different variations of in my workout videos, but it's so good to come back to the basics, especially if you're short on time or just starting. Using your breath, keeping your chest up, and we'll do one more. Good, nice. Now we're going to do a side lateral raise for the side of the shoulder, the medial delt, and then we're going to put those two together. So we're going to have our feet together, and you're going to go out and down. If your weights are heavy, maybe you go one arm at a time, or maybe you bend the elbows. Shortening that lever is always going to be a little easier. So this one, you also get a little bicep here, but what you're not doing is this. You don't want the shoulders to go up. You've got that hinge or that bend in the elbow. Hips are tucked forward. Abs are in nice and tight. Your wrist is straight. And you should really be feeling those shoulders. So the shoulder has 3 heads. We have the medial, which is we're working now, the rear delt, which we'll hit in a little bit, and the top, okay, which we hit in the overhead press. Good, last one. Good, and put them down. Well, by your sides. We're gonna combine that with the curtsy. So we're gonna curtsy, and then we're gonna come up. Now I'm gonna try to straighten my arms this time. So this is a compound move. So compound moves are great if you're short on time. So you're hitting lower body and upper body, keeping it really simple today. But again, if you've been working out with me for a long time and you just want a quick weight workout, we're all really busy. So it's so nice to just have a quick, effective workout, and you can go a little heavier since we're not repeating any of these. A few more seconds here. Good. How about one more each side? Remember, you can bend those elbows so you can keep them here for the curtsy and come up. Last one. Good job. Put those weights down. We're moving on. So we got legs, we got shoulders. All right, we're going to move on to biceps. So we're going to combine that with a lunge. So first we're going to start weights at our side with an alternating rear lunge. So the front knee stays over the heel, we go back and up. If you're just starting out, maybe you go a little smaller, but you don't want to swing the weights. We're just keeping the weights for resistance here. All right, we're gonna pick up the weights. Here we go. Feet are apart, like you want to imagine a railroad track. So not a tightrope. So when we go back with this foot, we don't want to be right behind. We want to be out, okay, on that railroad track. All right, here we go. Keeping your chest up. Again, if it's your first time, maybe you do it without the weights. Pushing into that front heel. Good, and coming up, pushing off. I just want to make sure you can see my feet. Squats, lunges, curtsy, squats. Really just, they're in almost every workout I do. So hitting the legs in a functional way, strengthening the hips, keeping that chest up. Again, just finding that balance, keeping a focal point. If you look around too much, you're going to feel off balance. Good. Last one. Good. We're going to come back to center for a bicep curl, a sweeper curl, feet apart. We come up and down. Now we already hit those biceps a little bit. It's very hard to only work one muscle. So we were using these during the overhead press with the squat. And also if you had your elbows bent for the lateral raise. So we're just going to do a sweeper curl. If you want to make it a little harder, you're going to keep your palms facing front the whole time. But notice I'm coming down. My elbow stays close to the body and I'm not swinging, okay? To make it easier, palms in. But we're going to be doing that with the rear lunge. So I'm going to keep to that sweeper curl. Slow, especially if you have light weights or no weights, you're going to use your own resistance. Blowing it out, getting it done. Last one. Good. Relax for a second. We're going to put that together with the rear lunge. So you're going to have your feet apart and you're going to go back, curl, and then curl again. All right. So this is going to get the heart rate up because you're using arms and legs. Good. Keep going. Now notice, keep going on the bicep curl. I'm not going all the way up like this, okay? I want to just come up maybe halfway to 3/4. And you're pushing into the front heel, getting that glute. Good. Once you get these basics, you can do so many more fun things. Good, last one. and put them down. All right, biceps, check it off. I'm gonna get a quick sip. All right. Next one, we're gonna work the triceps, okay? You know what, before we get to triceps, we'll do back. So the first one is gonna be a deadlift, which is what we did in that good morning. Okay, we're gonna work triceps on the ground, I think. I have two options in my head right now. So let's get the deadlift going. Get a little heavier weight here. Think about a glute bridge. When you do a glute bridge, your hips go down and up. So you want a slight bend in the knee, but it's not a squat. You hip hinge, so it's different than a squat. When we squatted, the chest was up and you're squeezing through those hamstrings and glutes. Slow down and slow up. Teeny tiny bend in the knee, enough to get those hips back, and you're gonna feel the back of your legs big time. This is great for your glutes and the hamstrings. Now what you wanna avoid doing is this. See how I'm rounding my shoulders? No, 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 no. So again, if you do this without weights, do it without weights. You have to keep the chest open here. So you're not arching your back, but you are keeping the chest open and the shoulders down away from your ears. Let's do one more. Good. All right. Next one, we're gonna do a row. This is great for your back. So we need to work those back muscles to balance out all the frontal flexion we do. It's good to retract. So we're gonna do this with both arms, okay? And you're gonna do a, you're having your feet apart, you're gonna bring the weights here and we're gonna pull back and here. Now we are gonna put this together. Keep going when you're ready. We're gonna put this together with the dead row, okay? And we're gonna add a chest fly. It's gonna be great. It's gonna also hit the back of the shoulder. Remember I talked about that. The back of the shoulder is that third head of the shoulder. So we're getting back here. Again, keeping that back straight. Now, if your lower back is tight or hurts, go here or lighten your load. So here, just that kickstand, and you can do it on either side. Takes the pressure off your low back. Pull. You can do this with light weights too. You may have to do it twice, if you have lighter weights if you're not feeling it, or go a little slower. Last one. Good. We're gonna put that together with the deadlift, but we're gonna add a fly. So you're gonna go down to that deadlift. You're gonna row, fly, and stand, okay? So you come down, palms facing each other, row, fly, stand. Now, if you don't like that fly, just do 2 rows, okay? And stand. Hip hinge, row, fly, and stand. I'll show you from the front. Now notice my weights are not touching each other. I'm trying to keep them out so that I don't bounce them into each other and create momentum. So you're pulling those elbows back. Again, you can just do this with the row if you're starting out. But for those of you who want a little more, add that fly. I'm really feeling my heart rate go up here and my glutes, big time. Elbows go back, last one. Good. Whew. Let's bring it down to the mat, shall we? Let me just change the camera angle a little bit. All right. Okay. Come on down, get a quick sip, and we're gonna work the triceps and the chest, okay? Let's first work the triceps. I'm gonna show you with 1 weight. You can use 2, advance it to 2, but today I'm gonna just show you 1. And hold 1 dumbbell right here. Hold the head of the dumbbell. You can do this without weights. And you're gonna come down and we're gonna just do a tricep skull crusher. So your weights are here, your hips are down, feet on the floor. You're gonna come down and up. Make sure you have a firm grip on the weight. So shoulder blades melting down the back. You don't wanna be up in your neck like this, okay? Really just keep your shoulders down, keep that length in your neck. And this might feel easy with 1 weight. You can get a heavier weight or you can use 2 weights. But I just wanna get used to the motion. So your elbows are right over your shoulders, okay? And you're feeling the tricep. Now, you wanna make sure your elbows stay here not out to the side. Okay, that's a common, sometimes I see this. Really have to keep the arms parallel. And last one. Again, you can play with the timing there to make it harder. We're gonna add, or actually let's take that weight to the side. If you want, you can hold a weight here. We're gonna go into a glute bridge. So your arms can be either at your side. This is similar to the deadlift that we did. I'm gonna take a little weight. I'm just gonna take an 8-pounder and just show you. Now, if you are using the weight there, you gotta hold it. Okay, it's on the pelvis. Push into your heels, tilt that pelvis, come up to the shoulders and right back down. Again, this isn't one that you can do so many things to make it harder, but again, I'm just covering basics today. I just wanna get familiar with these and get you a good clean workout here. So you're coming up. Now notice I'm on the shoulder blades. I'm never on the neck. So you come up and down.
Could you try?
And up. My Siri went off. Now we're gonna make it a little harder. We're gonna hold it up and halfway down, and up and halfway down. Now, if I didn't wanna use my weight, I'm right here. Wanna make it harder? Maybe lift those toes up, okay? You can also put a band above the knees. So many options here. And you know, it's hard to get everything in, but maybe next time I'll do a banded workout. There's so many on my YouTube channel if you want to check those out. And last one, bring it down. Good, you're gonna grab that weight again and we're gonna put those two together. I'm gonna show you with 2 weights if you wanted to do 2 weights. So I have my 2 10s. So everything up, skull crusher. Now don't try this with weights first. Okay, get used to the movement, okay? Maybe you go back to using 1 weight. So you're coming down and up. Now, if you wanted to not do the bridge, you don't have to do it. Or you can hold the bridge up the whole time. That's a lot of time under tension. Come on, you got this. You're gonna keep those elbows, again, right over the shoulders. So that's something that you can check on your own. You can see those elbows are right over the shoulders. A few more here. Squeeze it up. Squeeze it up. Let's do one more. And bring it down. Bring those weights safely in. Roll it up to the side. Awesome. All right, we're gonna work chest and abs and we are out of here, okay? So again, quick workout just to get everything going. So I'm gonna use my 8s for these, okay? It's because I'm gonna be explaining a lot. You're going to be doing a chest press or a chest fly. It's really your choice. So a chest fly, you go down so that your arms are hovering and you come right back. Slight bend in the elbow, similar to the rear delt fly we did. Same position. If you want, you can get a little heavier weight and do a chest press. Okay, I'm gonna give you a choice, okay? Whichever one you wanna do. So get your weights and get going with this one. So I'll show you both. I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds. That's kind of what we're doing here. We're doing about 30 to 40 seconds of each exercise and then putting them together for that same time. So here's the chest press, and here is the chest fly. Okay, here we go. A few more. Either way, you're gonna feel that chest. No push-ups today. And bring those weights in and bring them down. Okay, we're gonna combine this with an abdominal exercise. You're gonna have your legs in tabletop. If you're just starting out, I'll show you all different levels. Here's gonna be the hardest. Here's middle of the road, or you can be down here and alternate marching. Now, you can also do this if you want to make it a little harder. Now, I'm not bending and straightening like this. I'm keeping that angle here and bring it down. So I'm keeping my pelvis still. To make it a little harder, you're going to start in that tabletop. I like to flex my feet here. And you're going to just lower right down. Now, it doesn't have to touch the floor. You're going to determine how low it goes because I want your spine to be pressing into the mat the whole time. So if maybe you feel the back arch here, just go that far and come right back up. Now, you're just going to take this nice and easy. Now, if you want to make it harder, you're going to take one arm down, one leg down, and then bring it back up. Again, I'm only going as far down as I can keep my back down. Now I know I can keep it down. Okay, if you want to make it a little harder, you can take both legs down and up, or from tabletop. Instead of one, you can maybe do two, okay? But again, you want to be mindful here. If you want to make this a little harder, you're going to take the head, neck, and shoulders up and just hold that contraction. You can do that any way, okay? Any variation. Now I'm really spending a lot of time on these. Hopefully you've picked one and you're running with it, but you want to get going, and so we can finish up with our chest, and then we're going to stretch. So again, you're right here to make it a little harder, but again, you're not pushing your head forward. Whenever your hands are here, it's just to support the head, not push on it. Last one, and hug your knees into your chest. Rest your head, maybe look right and left. You're going to pick up your weights again, and you're going to do that move, either the chest press or the chest fly with a leg lower, okay? I'm going to start here. I'm going to do a chest fly with an alternating leg lower. Now, if you're just starting out, you're like, oh, no way is that happening. Just stay here. It's hard work for your abs to hold those legs up either here or here, but you can also do it down here again, okay? That's fine. Or maybe add a bridge like we did with triceps, okay? So you're combining these. This is your last move. And again, you can do the chest fly or the chest press. So maybe you did the chest fly before, maybe do the chest press now. You can do it just as easily. Everything up and the arms down and one leg or both legs. Again, you can do both. It's a little harder. I don't go down as low. And let's do one more. And bring it in. All right, bring the weight safely in, roll yourself up or go to the side. And we're gonna stretch. I'm getting you in and out of here in less than 30 minutes. That's awesome. Well done, well done. Let's just do a couple of stretches here. You're gonna shake those legs out, maybe rub the knees. And we'll stretch the hamstrings, take the arms up, hinge forward just to the feet. You feel that point here. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in your low back. Legs can be bent, but you really want to keep them as straight as possible. Then bring it down all the way. And bring it up. Again, if you want these stretches a little longer, you can stretch a little longer. We're going to take that right leg, cross it over, and hug that knee into your chest. Sitting up nice and tall, feeling that nice stretch through the outer thigh. Think of those curtsies we did, the deadlifts, and then just keep that leg flexed. You can also take this hand back. Make sure it's not back here. Other side. Again, you can hold these stretches longer. So sit up nice and tall, hug that knee in, and then rotate. You can also take that elbow here, but you never want to strain anything in a stretch. Nice. All right, let's flip over onto our stomach. And we're just going to do a little bit of an extension exercise. Your toes are pointed, your feet are apart, and we're just going to come to Sphinx pose. So this is a great way to get extension in our spine, and we need daily extension. Well, that's what I believe, in our spine. We do everything in that frontal motion with our spine. We're bending, we're sitting at a desk, we're over our phone, we're cooking dinner, we're grocery shopping, we're picking up children or cleaning our house. So we really need to find that extension, and a little goes a long way. Keep your abdominals in. This should feel great. If you want to take it a little further, you're going to maybe go to a little baby cobra, and then if you want, you can come all the way up. Depends what you're feeling good. If you're here, I don't want that. That creates tension in the neck. We have enough there. And then we're going to come back into child's pose. So this time, take your knees apart and bring your hands forward. So we're just going to sit those hips back. And again, if your knees bother you, maybe you're up and you're here. And you can have those hips up a little higher. But if you want, take it all the way down. You can walk your hands in a little bit because we don't want to feel strain through the upper neck and in the traps. Good. Come on up to cat and cow. Knees are under hips, hands are under shoulders, and we're going to round. We did this in the warm-up, standing. Round right there like a cat, pulling the abdominals in, and then arch the spine. Being careful not to put too much pressure on your hands. Use your fingertips here. And then arch. This is, again, another good extension exercise. Your shoulders are down, your chest is open, and your hips are extending. Good. All right, come on up. Support yourself on one leg. Take a nice, I'm going to turn that camera up, and we're going to stretch out the upper body a little bit more. All right. Take a deep breath up. Exhale, bring your right arm in front. We're not straining anything. We just want to add a little gentle pressure with that hand and tilt your head away. This should feel great. You can roll that wrist around and then go to the other side and then roll that wrist. Again, you can hold these longer if they feel good. Great stretch for the shoulder work we did. Good. And then we're going to reach those hands behind. Tuck the pelvis under, lace the fingertips. This is a great stretch to do any time of day, all day. It opens the chest. The shoulders are down. You can do this if you're sitting in a chair as well, but make sure you keep that pelvic floor, keep that pelvis tilted, keep attention to that pelvic floor, and squeeze your abdominals a little bit without holding your breath. Take a deep breath up. Hold the arms up there. Exhale. Grab one elbow, take it in and down, stretching. Applying a little pressure here. I'm going to kneel down just to make sure you can see me. So I'm right here. And just want to stretch out that tricep. Other side. And make sure you're lifted here if you are kneeling. Good. And then just shake those arms out. Great job. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart, and have a great day. Remember to drink a few glasses of water or a big water bottle before you work out, sips during, and definitely after. And you have a wonderful day.